So, another question and a helpful topic that many people have inquired about adding to a game is a breakable block, similar to that in Mario or one of my favorite games for Nintendo, the original Nintendo, Solomon's Key. If you haven't played it, check it out on emulator. So what's going to happen is if I test my game, this character will approach the block, and when he jumps and makes contact with the block will crack. Then, upon the second impact, the block will disappear. So this is, oops, I've got to get to that level first. I forgot to test the scene. This is a little different than just killing something, because when you hit this, there it goes, it's cracked. Now we've got some graphical representation there. We hit it a second time, and it disappears. How do we set that up? Let's take a look here. First thing we're going to do is import a block that you want to break. Have two instances, two animations. One, I labeled mine whole, and the other one is labeled broken. So it's one actor, a breakable block right here with its two animations. So the first thing we have to do is set up another game attribute. Now there are other ways to do this with normal attributes, but I'm recommending the game attribute. We're going to set up a new game attribute, and it's a Boolean. I've called mine cracked. Okay, and then you would click OK and set up your code as follows. When the block is created, set cracked to false, so it is not cracked when it first starts. So then both codes go onto the block man. So what we're going to set up first is how to break the block, and we're looking for a collision event. This is a collision actor of type. Okay, and then you would select self for the block man and select your actor type, the block. Now this is a long line of code with quite a few AND statements, so I'm going to build this on screen for you so you can see where we get everything. We're going to need two ANDs and an equal sign. Oops. So this all links together like this. So we're saying I want mine to be similar to a Mario type collision. So if the top of my actor's head, and the bottom of the block so actor 1 refers to myself, actor 2, this has to be switched, refers to the second actor, the block. And current animation for our breakable block, which is the actor of type, drag that into the self, equals whole. This is just here because it's out of the out of my if statement. Then we're going to switch animation to broken. For not self, because self is the block, our breakable tile, which is the actor of type. Okay, we'll put all this together under this if statement. So you should do that first. And this will go here. And all of this will be inside our if statement. Okay. Let me clear this away. Then we're saying, otherwise if, again, drag down all of your and statements, and equals, 2 ands and 1 equals. If the top of actor 1 was hit, and the bottom of actor 1 was hit, and we're looking for our Boolean now, game attributes getters, cracked equals true, we're going to kill the actor of type, which refers to the block. So this is all fine, but we haven't yet told the computer when to turn cracked to true. Remember our breakable tile, it's false. We can only kill it if it's true. So what we do over here, we set up another collision, another actor of type collision right there. And we say when the self, the block, hits the breakable tile, breakable block, I'm sorry, set cracked to false. Okay, sounds counterintuitive. Do after 0.3 seconds, set cracked to true. This is going to prevent a double hit or a when updating hit, where when we hit the block once, it instantly thinks that it's ready to be broken. So you're using your setters here, and I'm sorry, the Boolean setters, set cracked, and then you would do your comparison. And do after 0.3, it could be a larger number. This is just ensuring that you cannot do a double hit instantaneously. So after 3 seconds of your initial contact, the breakable block is now cracked, it's true. So then back here, we see that if it is true, it will kill the block. So you can try setting that up yourself. You can pause the video here if you need extra time to set this code up. This one you can pause, or it's hard to pause because it's such a long code. And that should work for you. And interestingly, you might not even need this code for the breaking to work correctly. But I threw this down just as a standard procedure, I guess.